Sator alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to Chicago and the famed Aragon Ballroom. Our main event should be a good one tonight. Scheduled for 12 rounds among
You got this one.
the opening bell of this scheduled 12-rounder here. A much-anticipated fight. Round one underway. Nichols is well off the mark that time. A little head hunting right back to it. Matchup in front of us tonight, Teddy. A power puncher against a guy who's very well conditioned. Now, early on in the fight, what do you look for out of the power puncher?
To take his power, you know, it's not just power, it's where you distribute that power. If I'm in the corner of the power guy, I want to distribute it downstairs to the body. No better way to sap somebody's endurance, mentally and physically, than going downstairs.
Mike Tyson with a big uppercut. End of round one. Nichols' head has turned into one big target for his opponent. Teddy, he cannot get out of the way of this attack.
No, he acts like a guy who gets insulted if you miss him.
Nichols is tagged by a hook. Blocks that belt line well. Look at that combination by Mike Tyson. Unable to score with the hook. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Good doubling up of the jab by Nichols. Right there, Mike Tyson was able to score well with the hook. Able to dismiss that body shot. He comes with a straight right hand. Nichols is out there clinching, and that may tell us, as well as his opponent, that his legs aren't necessarily underneath him.
No, and they're not. And that's why he's clinching. He's got to do more than just clinch. He's going to have to find a way to kill a little more time. Maybe grab and then walk a little bit. Walk to the other side of the ring before the referee can get there and kill some clock.
Great work offensively, landing that combination by Mike Tyson. Unable to score with the hook.
More
Good job on the two-punch combo by Mike Tyson.
Let it go. That's what I want to see.
I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counter punch. There it is! And down he goes after that left hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nichols is rising back up. That takes some guts. I like how he doubles up that jab by Nichols. Nichols is in a tough spot right here. He's going to be swallowing blood. You can see blood coming from his mouth, and that can really cut his wind.
We're going to take this one.
We got it.
Mike Tyson's up 3-zip on Teddy's scorecard as we begin round 4 here. But Teddy, having scored a knockdown, sometimes it can work against you. You don't want to become complacent.
No, we've seen that many times where all of a sudden you think that the fight's over. Now all you have to do is go out there and just wait for him to raise your hand. That could be a door that could be left open for your opponent to come back.
Nichols is covered with his blood right now. That cut just opened up something fierce.
And you know, you wonder about the psychological damage or potential damage of that. You know, does that affect him where he gets a little down? Does that affect his opponent where maybe his opponent gets a little reckless?
Big uppercut right on the mark. Nichols is putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Wow, what an uppercut. Nichols' punch is far off the target. And that's the end of round 4. Let me paint this picture for you. You got to figure out a strategy, and your fighter's down to one eye.
Well, I hope that he read some history books, or he watched a movie named 300. You saw that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Great movie about the Spartans where they were outnumbered, and they had to get the terrain right to fight the fight. They had to get into the mountains where the greater forces, the great army, could not be the great army. They could not get in there and battle where they could take advantage of their superior forces. That's what he's got to do. He's got to move the fight into a portion of the ring where he will not be vulnerable on that side.
Nichols has got to find a way to protect that eye. The cut has worsened. And if it gets any worse, you got to think this fight is coming to an end immediately.
Well, what's going to matter is when the doctor finally gets caught up and looks at it is, Joe, not how bad the cut looks or even how graphic it is to the fans out there, but where it's at. The doctor will look to see whether or not it's the kind of cut that if it gets worse, it could actually be physically damaging to his career.
And round 5 comes to an end. 60 seconds. That's all they get. Just 60 seconds to deal with the fact that their fighter has an eye that's completely shut.
That's all they need. I mean, that's their job. Now they got to show that they can perform under those conditions.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Nichols is taking more and more punishment as this round continues. This fight could be over soon.
And you just know the referee's taking a real close look at it right now. If it doesn't turn around this round, I think this will be the last.
Teddy, is anything going to change at this point? He keeps getting hit by right hands.
Probably not. Let's be honest, Joe. This is a habit. This is a flaw that was with him in the gym, and it's still with him now. It's not going to change.
Come on, kid.
Nichols is hurt from that. What a big shot. And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And this round comes to an end. We've seen this all night long. Headshots coming in against him. Nichols' defense
In the game now, and I think it's getting to the point where the referee has to start looking at the possibility and even a corner of stopping this fight.
Now his opponent got away from that uppercut. Nichols' right hand scores well that time. And now he's targeting upstairs. Nichols' combination punching is working well here. At the halfway point of round 7, a huge right hand from Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's really doing a fine job here, Teddy, and I know everybody falls in love with the clean, effective punching, but you can make an argument that he's controlling this fight right now thanks to his head movement.
Yeah, you know, it makes me think about that legendary story about the old great Willie Pep, the Will-O-the-Wisp. There was a legend that he actually won a round without throwing a punch, just by making his opponent miss, just by ring generalship.
And round 7 comes to an end.
He's done. I want you to double up.
Round number 8, Teddy's scorecard hasn't changed all night long. Tyson's been at home, just scoring with ease as the night has progressed.
Yeah, the only thing they have to worry about is his knuckles don't get swollen because he is catching him with everything he throws.
Keep working the body.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Good solid hook lands by Mike Tyson. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. Wow, what a turnaround. You never know what's going to happen in this game.
You're never supposed to take anything for granted, never assume anything. They tell you that in life. In the ring, you get taught that real fast.
He got caught by a big shot. It appears that Mike Tyson has weathered that storm.
Yeah, you're right, Joe, he has. But my question is, what about the damage that the storm did? Does that start to show itself? In other words, does Tyson get a little tentative now?
And round 8 comes to an end. Tyson's plan that his corner put forth throughout all training camp was exactly what we're seeing here. Fighting from the outside, scoring at will. His opponent, they haven't solved it once.
And I'm shocked because, you know what? There's tape on this guy. There's video out there. We knew that he was going to fight this kind of fight. How did they not know, and how did they not prepare for it?
Just like that. You dare.
Tyson's the target of a hook. Missed the body shot. Tyson's trainers are doing a good job, aren't they, Teddy? Carroll was rocked, but now look at him.
Yeah, they're giving him the right advice. You know, they've made a little strategic change here, a little bit of an adjustment. That's what you like to see. Not just the fighter thinking, but the corner, the support team thinking.
Turns over that hook, and he does damage upstairs. Little head hunting with the left. Tyson digs deep with a big uppercut. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round. Tyson's cleverness has really shown up here tonight. He's been just outsmarting his opponent, hitting these headshots, doing it from range. If this is the turnaround towards the end of this fight, how will it happen?
Well, what he has to do, his opponent has to start timing his jab a little bit. You know, there's two ways to take away your opponent's jab with his control and range. One is with your own jab, the other is with the right hand. Start chucking right hands over it. Make him a little afraid of using that jab.
Little head knocking with that right hand.
What's the hook?
Tyson's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Nichols is jammed by an uppercut.
Come on, kid, come on.
Tyson with a powerful left hand. Nichols has got those earmuffs on, and he's got his hands tight against his body. But Teddy, still, some things are getting through.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like driving a car, Joe, you know, and the weather's a little bad, and you say, I want to be safe here, I'm going to stop the car. You don't stop and park the car in the middle of the highway where cars are coming. I mean, he stopped right there in the middle of the highway. Cars are coming. You know, pull off somewhere. You know, get the heck out of there. Find the right parking spot.
He's committed to going to the gut. Mike Tyson lands the hook flush. He tried. Wow! He gets floored with one single shot. He was just torn down like an old building. This fight is over.